What is up, everyone? Black Smoke here, back for another video. And today, I'm talking about The Witcher Season 4. And maybe for the past 3 years, I would say, The Witcher TV show has been getting a lot of hate, I mean, apparently in Season 2, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't in the books, and that caused a little bit of hate, but it wasn't too bad. But then when it was announced that Henry Cavill would be leaving The Witcher, the whole world turned against The Witcher show. They announced that Liam Hemsworth would take over, and yeah, it went to shit dead. And I would say, like, when I first heard that, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Because Henry was great as Geralt of Rivia, and I was like, "Damn, that's sad." And then by the time I got to season 3 when it released, with knowing that Hemsworth would take control, like I was kind of waiting for something at the end of that season. It never happened, so I was like, okay. Enjoy that full season of Geralt, and then that's it. And then we get, all the marketing for season 4 and seeing Geralt. There, yeah, he's pretty alright. When the trailer came out, I thought that was a pretty damn good trailer, and just everyone hating it, and I just knew when the show season 4 came out, everyone would fucking hate it. Fucking review bomb it, and they have. On IMDb, the scores are so low, and they do not deserve it. They do not, because I go online and I'm seeing everyone hating it. Half the people hating it, I guarantee they haven't even watched maybe 10 minutes of the season. And I am a fan of The Witcher. I've played all the games on my channel. Like, my first time playing Witcher 1 was on this channel, and like I had my problems with it, but it was definitely good. And Witcher 2 had a great time. Witcher 3 played many times, and I had a bloody great time. And I enjoyed the show. And what made the show even better for me is that even my mom liked it. If my mom can enjoy a show like this, then we're winning at something. And I haven't read the book because I don't like reading, but I do a lot of research on like stuff that happens in the books, and I knew little things, but I don't know everything. So I know that season 4 was showing a Baptism of Fire book. And a lot of people say, "Oh, that's a great book. That's one of the best Witcher books." And I was like, "Yeah." I was very excited. So I was very curious on how they, of course, do the change from Henry Cavill to Liam Hemsworth, and I did really like how they done it. They just kind of showed one of Geralt's famous moments. Him fighting the Kikimora and actually extending it for a cool fight scene. And yeah, that fight was really cool. And then it just shows the little things, the connection with Yennefer, the connection with Ciri, and other cool things. And it shows another fight of Vilgefortz back from season 3, episode 6. Like different combos, different scenes, and yeah, I'm always cool for another like edited version of the fight on my phone, because I'm watching fight scenes all the time. And that was very cool. Just how they did it, and people like, "Oh, let's see if it gives me a few episodes to get used to Liam," but like they announced Liam Hemsworth taking over Henry Cavill as Geralt. Is it like, honestly, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I would say? By the time I got season 3, I was ready, more than ready. And when watching season 4, I was like so excited to just watch more Witcher. And then yep, Liam Hemsworth, he's down. I was like, alright. Go, let's go. So I had no goddamn complaints. Liam Hemsworth did a damn good job. I love Henry. Asgale. But Liam, I say he's faster in fight scenes, and I think that's honestly better. Honestly, I need to give Liam maybe one more season for my full, I guess, review. But he did a damn fine job at the fight scenes, even the acting, acting as Geralt. I thought, I do like a more emotional character, like, so I can really know what they're thinking, and Liam did that perfectly. And it was honestly great. Like, the first episode really got us in it. Like, one of the final scenes of that episode where he's just helping a woman about to get first aid, and a cool brutal fight scene. I was like, honestly, this scene was brutal with the blood and guts. I'm like, yes, I love that shit. Call me a psychopath if you want. Yeah, and then I enjoyed the first few episodes, like, and Yennefer, like, I like Yennefer, but she might be my least, other than main leads, like Geralt #1, Ciri number. I just fingered you guys. So Geralt #1, Ciri #2, and then Yennefer's #3. Like, she'll be at my bottom, but she is great, and it gets her scenes get a lot of payoff in episode 6 with a big ass battle. But next on my list, like Ciri, like, I've always liked Ciri, especially from the games. She's great. Her sword from The Witcher 3, yep, I got it. And yep, I got Geralt's sword from the TV show that got destroyed in season 3, episode 6. And I have one of Geralt's more iconic blades. I've hit my camera, but I will fix that. Alright, apologies for hitting the camera, but yep, this one, Super Blade, even got the fucking writing. Series scenes, like, because the end of last season we had the rats, and they did a cool ass fight scenes. Back then I didn't know a lot about the rats. Did my research, found out a lot. That they all get brutally murdered by Leo Barnhart. And then I did lots of research on Leo, and I was so excited to see Leo. I'll get to that soon. But yep, series story this season. Yeah, went about how I expected from all my research. I now should have a romantic connection with Missile. But in the books, it's a little bit different, a little bit darker, a little bit, abusive. Honestly, I'm okay with it being, actually a nice relationship. Give us something good, and they get it taken away by Leo and all that shit. Her story with the rats was actually nice. I liked it. A lot of people don't like the rats for some reason. I mean, they're not great people, but not as bad as others. I think it's a bit toned down from the books and all that shit. Still really grew this season. Her first relationship came up to her age, and her fight scenes were upgraded because she fought really well, really fast, and she's starting to look a lot more like she did in Witcher 3, so that's very exciting. And then we have Yennefer, where she spends the first few episodes kind of like building her army and all that shit, and really cool scenes, and of course Yennefer, she's gorgeous, the actress, it was fun seeing her build a army, and in episode 6, like, damn, that's a really good battle. Because I remember seeing a lot of complaints of season 3, episode 6. Them, your magic, they're doing that, but they were kind of not. I enjoyed the action in that episode, but in this episode with all the magic and fights, it went up high. it was so good. Every kill, every magic scene, episode had like so much action. It was amazing. Vesemir died. I don't think that happens in the books. Yeah, so I don't think that happens in the books from what I checked. I know Vesemir dies in Witcher 3 game. But I think it was a fine death, even though it got like fuck all mentions afterwards. But it was a fine scene. It was a cool battle. Like the fights in the scene were incredible. I think probably the best fights in the entire show. Like I know there's good fights in season. There's good fights in every season, but there's so many to choose from. I mean, good Geralt ones. Leo, his fight scenes were incredible, and yeah, that whole battle in episode 6 was awesome. Yeah, and you know, there's people like talking about the writing was shit, the dialogue. Well, for me personally, I'm not a fucking writer. I'm not, analyzing all this dialogue. Of course, when I hear something kind of stupid, doesn't really add anything, I would kind of like, but it doesn't bother me. Like, most of that is with Jaskier. Like, I love Jaskier, aka down the line, but his lines some of the times are just like, you're just saying shit for the sake of saying shit. And no one says shit about that because they just love him so much. And then when people say similar things, but are not Jaskier, it gets shit on. And, but, like, the dialogue, I don't really care. Like, it's fine. It's fine. The storyline was pretty great this season. And I really liked it. I liked all episodes. They all had something awesome and cool to show. And, yeah, really build lots of the characters. Like, Cahir was one of my most characters I'm like interested in, because he just seems like an interesting character. Like season 1, he was a little bad guy, and then season 2 you kind of see a little bit more into him, like him going closer with Yennefer, and like they worked good together. Then season 3 they didn't give him too much, but just a little bit. And then season 4, Cahir was great, and there's lots of other characters, like people I know from the games, like Regis, Zoltan, they were awesome. This Leo Bernhardt was definitely the best this season, because out of all the stories I heard about this guy, when I first saw him and his first action scene, the way he acted, I was like, this is fucking perfect. And yeah, every scene I would just be like in awe of how good he is. As soon as I saw the actor being cast as him, I was like, oh, that guy's good. He's good. Yeah, so I'm very happy about that. And then one of the best moments of the season is of course Leo killing all the rats, and like he goes to town on them, and he's so smooth with sword play, and within 25 seconds he's already killed one of them, and it just happened so quickly, happened so brutally. I was like, this is fucking amazing. I was loving every second of it, But then, like, for me personally, I was like loving the action scene, loving the gore, but also a little bit sad because not a lot of people probably didn't like the rats, but I kind of did. They're not too bad. Like, they did a few bad shit, but it was kind of sad seeing them all die in such graphic ways. And then I swatched my other personality. I'm like, this is awesome. Keep killing. And there's so many cool action scenes, and all that. And I was loving every bit of this scene. So much cool action, so much cool stories. Dialogue. Some dialogue was good. Like, I'm not a fucking writer, so it was bad dialogue. I didn't see it. But a lot of YouTubes out there, they seem to act like they're fucking experts in all that shit. And like, you're not. You're fucking not. Maybe 10% of you are, but most of you, I'm not. So yeah, you can go fucking suck a dick. Like, I just hate the people. The only reason I made this video is because there was just so much hate for this season, for the show, on everywhere. Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, like before like the season really came out, most of the episodes of IMDb were under 4. You know, it was ridiculous. You know, it is a fucking solid season. No episode is, I guess the lowest you can go in that season maybe a 6. Okay, yeah, but like, it is not a 3 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10. That is just fucking stupid. It is a good quality season. Liam Hemsworth does a fucking fantastic job taking all those out. The action scenes are perfect, and the music is great. Liam Bonhart is fucking incredible, and I legit cannot wait for season 5, which I think we could possibly get it next year since they filmed back to back. And I'm so excited for it. My mom, dad, they're excited for it, and you know, and the thing that showrunner said, and a lot of people hate it for it, but I think it's perfect. No one is taking away the books. No one is taking away the games. And it's the same thing I kind of like think about with the Halo show. Now, if you want it exactly how you imagine it from the games, play the games. It's there. It's still there. It's not going away. The way it was done in the books. Yeah, it's there. It's not going away. But with the show, like, they adapt some, they don't adapt everything, but like they do things their own way, and I'm still here for it. I enjoyed every little bit. You know, I like changes, you know. I like if they're done right. You know, some change, but I guess with The Last of Us, their changes were shit, so yeah, that's a story for another day, but like, The Witcher, I feel they're doing a damn good job, well, with what they're doing. And I'm going to be a defender of The Witcher TV show to the day I die. So if you have a problem, then I think you should get your Witcher sword and come fight me. So, well, hope you enjoyed. I shall see you on the next one.